Welcome back to my channel. I am happy to be filming again. I took a little bit of time off, but here I am back, and I figured what better way to start than with a favorites video. So I'm not even gonna say that this is a January favorites. This is just a general what I've been using a lot of lately. So I kind of just wanted to share this stuff with you. I also filmed a tutorial on this eye look, so stay peeled. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. That'll be coming up shortly, and once it is up, I will have it linked down below. But make sure to hit that subscribe button so you know when that's coming. Okay, let's get into some of my favorites. So I'm going to try to kind of go in order. I don't have a favorite for every step along the way, but if I go in some kind of order, it helps me make sense of it. The first thing I want to start with is skin prep. What I have been loving is this GlamGlow Thirsty Mud Hydrating Treatment. I got this in like a gift box packet or gift kit around holiday time, and it came with 2 other masks. But this has ultimately been my favorite because it's a hydrating mask. It's not a mask that pulls all the gunk out of your pores, but it's a mask for when your skin's just feeling really dry, which right now it's winter and my skin has been feeling really dry. I really like to put this on and just like let it soak in. So what's interesting about this is you can do that. It's almost, or that's how you're supposed to do it. So it's not like mud. Sorry, I have swatches on my fingers. It's not like a mud mask where it's like goopy. I mean, it almost feels like a moisturizer when you put it on. So I don't know, see how you can see it's like shiny there? So it's almost like a moisturizer. And what you do is you put a layer of this on your skin and you just let it sit, and then in the end you kind of massage it into your skin. You don't necessarily wipe it off like you would with another type of mud mask where you have to like wash it off of your face. So you really let it all just kind of get into the skin, and it really hydrates. So I've definitely been loving the GlamGlow Thirsty Mud. I know GlamGlow is really expensive, so I recommend trying to get like a kit of it somehow, you know, if they're still available or anything. If it is available, I will link it down below. Otherwise, I'll have the actual product itself linked down below, but definitely been loving this. Also been loving the CoverFx Custom Infusion Drops, and I have this in Vitamin A and Jasmine. It's the anti-aging one. I'm almost out of it. You can see I'm like down at the bottom here, and this is I think the 3rd one of these that I've gone through over the last year. A little bit goes a long way. It comes in a little dropper, and you only need like just a couple drops. I just add it to whatever moisturizer I'm using. I do change that up, but I just add this to it, and it feels really nice on the skin. I don't know if it's working as an anti-aging product yet, but I figured why not. And I know they have other drops for different needs, but this was just the one that I was drawn to. There's not really a smell to it. I mean, actually, it does have a yucky smell, but you use so little of it that you don't really smell it. And I just like the way that this goes into the skin. Again, you can feel that it's working, but it doesn't leave your face like slimy feeling or greasy looking. Like sometimes with a serum, that's how you can feel, but this really like gets in there, and you can feel that your skin just feels really nice after it. So I've definitely been loving this. You can add this into a moisturizer, your foundation, anything like that, and a little bit goes a long way. These are pricey as well, but it does last you quite a bit because you're using so little of it at a time. I have 2 foundation products that I want to mention. One is they're both high-end, but one's like higher end. And the first I'll mention is the Marc Jacobs Remarcable foundation, and I wear this in the shade 14 Ivory Medium. So I really like this foundation, but you have to make sure that you shake it up before you use it and start with such a little amount. I made a huge mistake when I first started wearing this, where it comes with like this little drop, like it's not even a dropper, it's just this like poke stick, and I would like slather this all over my face, and when I would go to blend it in, I had cake face, like it was too much. So a little of this goes a long way. So again, even though it's pricey, you don't need a lot, but you get really great coverage with it. You get really full coverage. It's one of those expensive items that you invest in. It will last you, but it has good results. But you have to learn how to use it. There's a little bit of a learning curve I find with this. And I also like to use like a kabuki type brush. I use anything like this, like these denser type brushes to blend it in. I actually don't like using a beauty blender or a sponge to blend it in. I don't feel like it does a good job. But with a dense brush like that, I like the coverage that it gives. So I really have been liking this. This has become a, you know, when I want my foundation to last, when I want really big coverage or really great coverage on it, this is what I've been going for and I've been enjoying it. Next for foundation is the Too Faced Born This Way, and I have this in the shade Vanilla. And I featured this before in a favorites, and I just really love it. This is the foundation I have on in this video today, and it just gives a nice finish to the skin. It's not like mattifying, it's not dewy, it's just like a nice natural finish, and it also has really good coverage. I mean, I don't really see much poking out, so I would say that this is medium to full, and it is a bit buildable. This you don't have to be as careful of. It does have a pump on it, which I really like better than the Marc Jacobs with that little dotting thing. But I do really enjoy this foundation, and I'm almost out of it, and I don't want to repurchase, but I might have to. Next, I've been loving the Pixi Brightening Peach Concentration. It looks like this. It's a peachy concealer, and I love this for concealing under my eyes. I haven't been getting much sleep lately, so this has come in handy. I just take a synthetic brush. This is a Morphe one, but there's no number on it. And I just take a little bit of that before I put foundation on and just get right into these crevices here just to brighten them up before putting foundation and concealer on over it. And I just really been loving that it conceals that darkness happening. Face I have been loving. This is an oldie but a goodie. This is the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzer Duo, and I think this is in St. Lucia. Then it's worn off on the back, but as you can see, I have been giving this a lot of love. I've hit pan on both the blush and the bronzer, and I just love this duo. I just think that it blends really well on the skin. I want to say it's like $3 maybe, and I totally recommend it. Although the bronzer does show like a gold shimmer in the pan, when you put it on, you don't really see it. I do have this on today, and I just love the way that it blends. I love this shade as a contour shade for me. It works best that way, and it's just a really beautiful blush as well. And I love using this with the e.l.f. blending brush that looks like this. So as you can see, it's it's pinched this way and it fans this way. So it's really great for applying contour and blending it out. It's bigger, but it's dense, so it puts the product down, and then it's really good at blending it out. So I really love pairing these together. This is good with a lot of bronzers, but especially I just love this little combo here. Over the past few months, I've been loving the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. This is the first time that I've used Anastasia eyeshadows, and I have fallen in love with the formula that's in this palette. I did use this on my eyes. I will have a link down below once the tutorial goes live for this look here. It is what I'm wearing, and it's just really, really beautiful. Here are swatches of all the colors there. You can see they're super pigmented, very bold, very warm colors, but they just blend so nicely. They're so smooth, and they just, they're like dreamy. They're just so creamy and beautiful on the skin that I absolutely have been loving this bad boy. I've been reaching for it so much, and I love that you can go very neutral because there is like a deep brown. You can go more with the reds, you can go with the oranges, you can get a few different looks or kind of mix and match throughout the whole thing. So definitely been loving this guy. I have a couple of lip favorites that I want to mention. The first is the WetnWild Liquid Catsuit lipsticks. They look like this. These are super inexpensive. I have them in the shade Give Me Mocha and Very Recognize. So swatches for you. They have a doe foot applicator where it curves. Can you see that? So it's really nice at hugging the lips. So that is Give Me Mocha, and this is Very Recognize. These are super inexpensive. You can find these at the drugstore. So there are those two shades there. And I have to say, these are so comfortable on the lips. I wore these out to dinner and I didn't have to reapply them. I actually like put one of them on the Very Recognize, and then I forgot like I had to brush my teeth. So I brushed my teeth and it stayed on. Like, these are really, really long lasting. They are a matte lipstick, so they can feel a little drying, but they're not as drying as other liquid lipsticks that I've tried. So I've definitely enjoyed these. I want to pick up some more shades. I just think that if you want to try out liquid lipsticks but you don't want to spend the high-end price tag, definitely look into these. I don't know how many colors they have though. I don't think it's too many. And I think most of them are actually a little bit darker. I don't know if they have any nude type colors, but they're a really great formula, and I've totally been loving these as an inexpensive option for high-end liquid lipstick. And the other lip combination that I've been loving, which is what I have on my lips today, is a high-end product. This is the MAC lipstick, and it is the Mariah Carey collaboration. Look at this packaging. It's like this silver glittery bullet. This is in the shade McIzzle. It's a beautiful nude shade. They just did such a good job on the packaging with this. It's like a cream formula. That's it there, which it's a little too peachy nude for me. So what I like to do is pair it with this IT Cosmetics lip liner. It's the Your Lips But Better lip stain, and I think that's just, oh, and blushing nude. So this I must have gotten in like an Ipsy or BoxyCharm. So there's that there. So I just like to pair them together because this is a little too nude for me. It's a little too light. But when I pair them together, it gives me a little bit more of a mauve-y tone. And that's the kind of look that I like on my lips personally. But I just love the formula of both of these. It's a little bit drying, the lip liner, but it's lasting in that sense. And then when I pair it with the lipstick on top of it, I don't notice the dryness of it at all. So definitely like this. I'm not sure if this is still available. Again, if it is, I will link it down below. But I just think it's a really beautiful color. And if you have it, but you're not sure how to wear it, try pairing it with a little bit of a rosier type or deeper lip liner, and you might be able to make it a little bit more wearable or get a different look out of it. And the last product that I want to mention is a nail polish, which I don't normally talk about nail polishes on my channel, but I was out on the market looking for a navy blue nail polish, and it was really hard to find one in the color that I wanted. Like, there was no navy blue out there. And I stumbled across this at Target. It's a brand specifically sold to Target. It's called Defy and Inspire. And I got this. It's the shade 295. I'm going to list it here because I have no idea how to say this and I don't want to mess it up. But I was so impressed by this that I went out and bought a whole bunch more shades. So when I initially purchased it, I got this with the top coat called Over the Top. And it lasted so long on my nails. Like, I was so impressed with the wear time of this that I was like, I want this in every shade, because they normally nail polish chips within a day or two on me. And this lasted me quite a few days, if not longer, if not a week. I don't remember exactly how long. But I ended up going out and buying a bunch more. They had a lot on clearance, so that's what I ended up getting. These normally retail about $7 or $8, but they had a bunch on clearance where they were like $2 to $3. So I got the shade Bridezilla, which is a beautiful like maroon plum color. I absolutely love this. I wore this, again, lasted really well. I currently have the shade The Final Rose on right now. So that's the shade here. It's a beautiful orange red. And again, totally love it. Got it on clearance. I also picked up GTL, which is like a coral pink color, a nude shade called Dynasty. They're all like TV related. And then this one here called Bachelor, which is like a gray blue, like a cornflower blue type color. And when I did that is I also went and picked up the base coat because I wanted the whole system, and this is in All About That base. So I definitely love it. I recommend you check it out if you have a hard time with nail polish. I wash my hands a lot. I'm scrubbing dishes, everything like that, and I don't wear gloves. And this really lasts on my nails. So highly, highly recommend it. And that is it for my favorites of right now. These are the things I've been loving. I hope you guys like this video. Please hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for the tutorial coming up on this look. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!